Today I'm visiting Seoul's most famous 7-Eleven to see if it's really worth the hype. I'll grab a fun convenience store lunch there, then bring it up Inwangsan Mountain for a proper mukbang with the view of Seoul. Let's get into it. I have just arrived in Gyeongnam-dong, which is where this famous convenience store is. And today we're gonna find out if this convenience store really lives up to the hype of being the prettiest, most famous, most beautiful convenience store in Korea. Let me tell you the plan for today. So obviously we're gonna go to the convenience store right now, see if it lives up to the hype, hopefully buy some lunch in there, some convenience store lunch, and then right in the back up there is a really famous mountain here called Inwangsan that I have never visited. So I thought we could take our convenience store lunch to the top of the mountain and have a little 편의점 7-Eleven mukbang with an even better view of Seoul. If you're Korean, you're probably wondering, why are foreigners so crazy about convenience stores? And it is only because we don't have that at home, okay? It's only Korea and like Japan that have these pretty beautiful, cute looking convenience stores where you can get funky stuff. So that's why it's so exciting for us. And if you're a foreigner watching this and you want to come to Korea, I just want to show you today how you can turn this into a day experience, because this hike, by the way, is only a 30-minute hike and then you have a view of the entire city of Seoul. So the convenience store is hiding up behind that tree, and as you can see, it is still the cherry blossom time in Korea. So this is just a perfect time to visit and get those pretty beautiful vibes. I don't want to fully reveal it to you from this angle because right up there's the beginning of the trail. So I think people take the pretty photos from that angle and down at the convenience store, because then you have the Namsan Tower in the back. Let me go see if I can reveal this convenience store to you in the most pretty way possible. As you can see, I'm not the only one here to take photos of it. I think it's famous because in the nighttime you have a really cozy view with the Namsan Tower, and then you have that cherry blossom tree right there, and then the roof of the kind of Hanok style building makes it very cute and aesthetic. Let's go see if they have some lunch for us in this convenience store, because I'm already hungry. Wait, it's such a small convenience store. Guys, honestly, the inside of this convenience store does not really match the outside pretty views. And I'm sad to say that I was a bit disappointed. I imagine tourists who travel to see this feel the same. But guys, this shall not stop our mukbang mission. Trust me, I have a plan. Let's move on with the video. So the problem is that when you come close to this 7-Eleven, it actually needs some maintenance and a bit of tidying up. But if you just stick to taking your photos from there, from a distance, it's cute. But in real life, up front, it is less cute. I don't know how 7-Eleven works in Korea, if it's franchised or what it is, but I feel like, does the owner know that his shop is famous? Like, why would they not put a little bit more effort into the maintenance? I hope that's not rude, but you know, it's literally a tourist attraction. Okay, we have everything for our 편의점 mukbang at the top of the mountain, so let's just start this hike and get to the top. Wow, the bokbot is falling off. I know I said I was gonna do the mukbang at the top of the mountain, but I had to get a Melona because it's such a nice weather, so this will be our pre-energy for this little hike. It's really cool that you can walk along the fortress wall like this and see some of the actual real stones. And it's obviously very clear to see which one are from the newer times, but there's also lots of information along the trail where you can learn about how it's been here for over 600 years and how was used to protect the city. I've only walked for 10 minutes and the view is already crazy. So you can already see an insane view of the Namsan Tower and the fortress wall with all the cherry blossoms. And you can actually see all the way out there in Jamsil is the Lotte Tower. Wow. Also a good map of the Inwangsan mountain here. So we are here and we want to get to there. So this is the beginning of the hike, and you can choose to either go that way along the stairs, or you can choose 한양도성 way, where you walk along the Seoul City Wall. So even though you choose to route along the wall, you still have really nice stairs. So even if you're not in proper hiking gear, you could probably do this pretty easily. So the whole point of this video was obviously to visit the cute, famous convenience store. And I did buy some drinks there, which are in my backpack. But I'm sorry to say this, but it was not the most neat convenience store, let me put it that way. So it just didn't feel very inviting to buy lunch in there. Guys, I'm not joking, it took 10 minutes to get views like this. I think I can also see the peak up there, which means that this is the easiest hike ever. I'm starting to regret that I didn't do this at nighttime. Okay, I think we will have a good view here. Wow. So my mom has visited Korea once, but we didn't really have a chance to go hiking. And also I don't think she's ever been hiking because we don't have any mountains in Denmark. She doesn't really like heights, but I think since this mountain is so short with such good views, this could be so nice to do with her whenever she's visiting again. Okay, maybe now that's a good chance to remind you that 85% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel. So if you want to see my mom in Korea one more time, subscribe to my channel. Let's make it happen. Okay, I almost made it to the top, but first there's this crazy view here, and you can see all the way onto Gyeongbokgung. Wow. I've never seen Gyeongbokgung from this angle. Almost to the top. If this is not the perfect location for a mukbang, I don't know what is. Okay, wait a minute, this is crazy here. I've just realized that this is not the peak. I thought this was the peak of the mountain, but it's not. The peak is up there. Oh my god, we have to keep going. Okay, it's just becoming prettier and prettier as I'm finding the real hike, the real peak, sorry. We have finally made it to a place where I can sit down and have this mukbang, and let me tell you, it was not easy because suddenly so many people came to the mountain, so I had to come a bit down, but we still have a really nice view, and you get to have the view of the Han양dosan, so everything's fine. Wind is a bit crazy. My phone flies off of this cliff. We have the famous samgak kimbap, 2 eggs for some protein, one of these fun sandwiches that I've never tried, and something that I have been curious about for 4 years now, which is this pine bud drink that I have seen in many YouTube videos, but I've never actually tried this myself. Always protein or fiber first. I barely eat these kimbaps. I think it's been 2 years since I had one last time, but as everyone knows, you're supposed to open it like this. Let's see if it's crispy. Let's try this drink. This is actually what I'm most nervous for because I feel like pine has such a strong flavor, no? Oh! It smells like those Scandinavian fancy bathroom scents that we use to make everything smell nice. It's good. How much sugar is in this? Oh. Actually, I'm surprised. I think you could make a really good cocktail with this. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
지금 유튜브 영상 찍고 있습니다.
그래요?
네.
한국말 잘하시네.
아니에요. 조심히 내려가세요.
예. 많이 오세요.
감사합니다. Okay, back to what I was saying. If you like this, let me just give you a really nice recipe. I already know this is gonna be good. Get some ice, okay? Put ice in a cup a slice of cucumber or any herb, maybe even some pine. Maybe put some pine in the drink. Pour this 6 centiliter of gin tonic and some tonic water. Maybe even some black pepper. That would be so nice. I just know that. I know it's not good manner to not finish your food, but guys, I'm sorry. I just can't consume that much sugar. I know it's ironic that I say I can't consume that much sugar, but I'm honestly not gonna finish this. I know a lot of mukbangers on YouTube, they pretend to finish their food, but they don't. Like, they obviously don't. I don't know if you're supposed to separate these, but it doesn't seem to be separating very well, so I will just try a huge bite like this. It actually does taste better than I expected. Would I buy this again? No. Will I finish this? No. But if you're like a cute girl who likes a sweet snack, this actually does taste good, surprisingly. And if you ever get this kind of idea to have an outdoor mukbang, it's completely fine, you can. But remember to bring a bag for your trash, because you cannot leave that behind, and you also won't find any trash cans in the mountains, even though it's kind of a park style like this. So remember, bring your own trash bags. If you want to pour out anything, any drinks you can't finish, pour it into your own water bottle. Don't pour it into the nature. Okay, we've made it back to the convenience store and people are still taking photos here. So trust me when I say it's famous, even though it's hard to believe. How did you find out about the 7-Eleven?
TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok? Okay, that's so funny. I'm actually doing a video about the 7-Eleven right now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This one.
Like I was doing a YouTube video about like visiting the most famous 7-Eleven in Korea, and I just noticed that so many people were here, so I just wanted to ask how you saw it. Yeah, exactly. But that's so funny. I also saw it on Pinterest actually. Okay guys, I have made it down from the mountain and also finished our mukbang. I'm really happy we could explore a new area of Seoul together today. I'm really impressed by that Inwangsan, because for such a low effort of hiking you get such a nice view. Very, very, very recommendable. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this slightly random video this week, but I will see you in my next video. Bye bye guys!